The Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution for Victims of SARS-related abuses and other matters began viewing the CCTV footage of October 20th submitted by the Lekki Concession Company on Friday. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the Speaker of Enugu State House of Assembly, Honorable Edward Ubosi, has asked the federal government to urgently intervene in finding the cause of the strange illness which has taken at least 50 lives in Enugu State. Ubosi appealed to the federal government to deploy medical surveillance team to Enugu Ezike with immediate effect before deaths get out of control, noting that it was getting to a crisis point. There was panic also in Delta State following mysterious deaths in two communities in Ika North local government area of the state. As of Monday, November 2nd, the death toll in the state had risen to 30. At number 9, Nigerian Medical Association has alleged that the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, destroyed 3 hospitals belonging to their colleagues in Oyigbo local government area of Rivers State. The NMA stated that the development was unacceptable, noting that their colleagues whose facilities were destroyed are in pain. The chairman of the association, Professor Chizindu Aliko, speaking in Port Harcourt, condemned the development and called for support for the affected individuals whose hospitals were destroyed. At number 8, the Central Bank of Nigeria says it has so far disbursed a total of 3.5 trillion naira to cushion the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on the country's economy. This is contained in a review of a communique of the Monetary Policy Committee meeting obtained from the CBN's website and signed by its governor, Godwin Emefiele. The governor said the interventions were largely in the areas of manufacturing, agriculture, electricity and gas, solar power and housing constructions, among others. He added that the CBN was also set to contribute over 1.8 trillion naira of the total sum of 2.30 trillion naira needed for the federal government's one-year economic sustainability plan. At number 7, Dahiru Buba, the man who trekked from Gombe to Abuja for 15 days to celebrate President Muhammadu Buhari's win in the 2015 polls, is currently seeking assistance for limb pains. The native of Duku local government area of Gombe State said trekking fetched him nothing but a certificate. He appealed to the governor of the state, Inuwa Yaya, and the party stakeholders to come to his aid, adding that his life is becoming unbearable for him as the joint pain persists. At number 6, 4 final year cadets of the Nigeria Police Force have been detained by the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency over alleged dealing in hard drugs. The cadets were arrested and handed over to the NDLEA after a courier agent conveying the consignment containing the hard drugs was intercepted by the law enforcement agents at Kwana Dangura along Zaria Expressway, Kano State. The commandant of the academy, AIG Zana Ibrahim, who disclosed this on Thursday, said investigations are still ongoing. He said 25 cadets, including a female cadet, have been dismissed from the institution over alleged indiscipline and gross misconduct. The female cadet was dismissed over unwanted pregnancy. At number 5, the Federal Executive Council has given approval for $104.2 million and $20 million to be borrowed from 2 international financial institutions for the development of water projects in Nigeria. According to the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, the loans would come from the African Development Bank and the African Growing Together Fund. This was disclosed by the spokesperson for the ministry, Kenechukwu Ofe, on Thursday in Abuja, who said the loans will be deployed to the project to ensure sustainable water supply. Part of the statement said, the Federal Executive Council at its meeting of November 4, 2020, approved to obtain loans of $104.2 million from African Development Bank and $20 million from African Growing Together Fund to finance Nigerian urban water reform and Akure water and sanitation project. At number 4, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Tanko Mohammed, has sworn in 8 new justices of the Supreme Court, pushing the number of justices of the court from 12 to 20. The CJN presided as the new justices took their oath of office and oath of allegiance to the Nigerian Constitution on Friday. The newly inaugurated justices of the Apex Court include Lawal Garba, Helen Ogunwemiju, Abdul Abuki, MM Solawa, Adamu Joro, Samuel Oseji, Tijani Abubakar and Emmanuel Ajim. At number 3, the West African Examination Council has further extended registration for its 2020 West African Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination for private candidates. The council disclosed this in a tweet through its Twitter handle at WAEC Nigeria. WAEC, which had earlier extended the registration deadline from Friday, October 23, 2020, further extended the new registration deadline to Friday, November 13, 2020. At number 2, law enforcement officials clashed with EndSARS protesters on Friday morning in Abuja, leading to arrest of some of the demonstrators. The protesters who gathered to resume their demand for policing reforms were tear-gassed by policemen outside the gates of the National Assembly complex. Gunshots were also said to have been fired by the policemen. The activists, who were led by former presidential candidate Ughelli succeeded in painting the NSAS mural on the road leading to the National Assembly complex before the procession was disrupted by police. Finally, at number 1, the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution for Victims of SARS-related Abuses and Other Matters began viewing the CCTV footage of October 20th, submitted by the Lekki Concession Company on Friday. The managing director of LCC, Abayomi Omomowasi, had submitted the video footage recorded by the surveillance camera on Tuesday. Soldiers have been accused of shooting at NSAS protesters, injuring and killing some, an allegation the military has denied. The panel chairman, Doris Okuobi, directed that the footage, which is over 20 hours long, be played in full, following an application by a lawyer representing the NSAS protesters, Adeshina Ogunlana. She also turned down the request of the LCC's lawyer, Rotimi Seriki, for the panel to start viewing the recording from 5 p.m. on October 20th. The shootings were believed to have occurred from about past 6 p.m. on October 20th. The panel began viewing the footage at about 11:30 a.m. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.